One of the craziest test drive of the Solar Crown secrets you can get is this. A map just like TDU 2. Now, it looks a bit broken. That's because, well, this isn't supposed to be working in the game. But take a look. Very similarly, you can actually see cars on the road, traffic. It's, again, quite buggy. As you can see, the trees are definitely playing around here. But I'll show you guys exactly how to get this working. Let's take a look. All you have to do is literally go to your documents / my games. And again, this is only on PC. I apologize to all you console players. But go to your TDU SC folder here. Then you want to edit your user settings config. Make sure you want to copy and paste just so you have a backup version of it. Basically, you're going to edit it in Notepad. And all you have to do is look for the actual line here that I've highlighted. Engine.postprocess.worldmap. It's in game, it should be at true, but if you want to get the map that I have, all you have to do is set it to false. Now, if you do that, you get this, which again is a working world map. Now, I guess they added like a filter just that you're able to see, but as you can see, it doesn't render the whole map. There's like some holes in it, some bodies of water as such. But if I teleport to, let's say here, we'll go outside, wait for this to load up at the Lamborghini dealership. As you guys can see, it's now loaded this part of the map. So I don't know if it works by a radius or if it's by like district and then tile size. But as you guys can see, it definitely does work to some extent. So Kiloton, you know what you have to do. And, you know, along with that, maybe giving us the ability to move the parking or, you know, some of the text here. Trust me, it is a pretty big complaint that people have. So making it like a nice realism mode of TDSC with this map, it's gonna look nice. Now, we got to check out some other areas of the map with this little new feature. So we'll go down to Sheko, fast travel really quick. I'm surprised it works to some extent, honestly, but you can see traffic, the traffic cars working, everything. But you need to be able to, for a map like this, it would be nice if we can zoom in a little bit further, similar to how Motorfest does it. Because Motorfest kind of took a copy out of TDU's book with that whole realistic map look, but fingers crossed it's not that hard and they can implement something as such, because look at, bro, you can actually now even see the off-road road areas. So this is actually a pretty good way to find like maybe missing roads or something like that. I don't really know. I mean, here's like another look. As you can see, if we zoom in a little bit more, it's hard to get all the trees to like populate in, but trust me, if you want like a map like this, it doesn't really work entirely, but it's still pretty cool to mess around with and check out every now and then. And I'm probably gonna be using this for the rest of the video because it does help quite a lot. I mean, come on, man. I'm liking it. You can really get a whole different view of how detailed the map is with this. Let's take a look at another secret within Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Oh, and before we get to that, let me show you guys the night view. This is what it looks like at night. As you can see, if we zoom in, you can still see some of the traffic cars like going by, but clearly it needs more optimization, and it would be nice if we can go a little bit closer into the actual area. But let's take a look at another secret within Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. And that's the train tracks. Now, the next secret you're going to find over here by the Aberdeen Island meeting point, which is on the southern side of the island. I'm going to continue using this map style because it's going to be very easy to explain. But right here, you guys can see a little green track-like thing that goes from one part of the map to the northern side, and this is actually there in real life. This is the exact same area we are right now in game, and as you guys can see, there is indeed a green track area that goes from one side. It actually follows this exact same route in game, goes over the highway, and then it actually goes into a tunnel here, and I believe it just goes to the northern side of the island, but it does stop right about the same area as well, I think, which is right here, or I might go further in, but I'm not really that good at the train transit system on Hong Kong Island. So if anyone actually lives there, feel free to leave a comment. And just to get a quick little street view, you guys can see right there is the same thing. Now, where we're going is a little road underneath, and we should be able to jump over and land on top of this. Unfortunately, you can't actually go inside of the tracks. I think they basically covered it with an invisible wall, but I'll show you guys that exactly in a second. Good news, I did actually find out what it's called. It's the South Island Line. It does go through the actual mountains all the way to the north side, where you can connect to other transit systems and even go across to Hong Kong's mainland area. But let's get straight back to TDSC. So just like I said, there's a road here that you want to kind of jump on the hill and land on top. So all we're going to do is set our GPS there, and we'll turn this thing around. So one quick note, I kind of already broken the trees that are in the way to begin with, but basically we go straight, launch yourself, and we missed it. A bit too much speed, but we'll try that again. Try this again. I think I need to aim a little bit more left though. There we go. No, too much. There we go. And just like that, we're good to go. We're now on the train tracks, like so. I'll turn this thing around. There we go. Now, like I said, it's a shame you can't like fall into the train tracks, and there actually is no trains that you see driving across this, but I guess there's no need because you can't really see it, but you can see it, to be fair, right from where we're looking on our left. But like I said, the southern line goes all the way across. You gotta be careful we don't fall off here. Gonna go all the way across into the other district. And Google Maps, or sorry, Google Earth didn't show it completed, but it is complete. Now, one thing I don't understand is why it actually is half up, half down in like the actual design. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but can someone from Hong Kong Island tell me that? Because that I actually could not find any information on. Breaksea goes from full tunnel, half tunnel open. I could not tell you. And then this is where it stops. It goes into this building, which I think, yeah, we're going to, yeah, unfortunately we can't go any further, but that is how you get on top of the train tracks. Just a nice little thing that you can drive around and sneak around, I guess, but that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at another secret in TDUSC though. So the next location is over here by the convention center, which you guys can see. I'm right by, honestly, I do like this map style. I do hope Kiloton can add this in at some point. But anyways, right here on the entrance side where, well, you're going to see the ad actually popping up right now. But we'll go in a little bit closer. And just like in TDU2 where you could actually have your, does this pause the world? I don't think it does. But you can see it right there. Oh, it'll come back. But just like TD2 where the ads that were around the map used to hint to what we would be getting in a future update. As you guys can see, housing, dive into the exceptional, make your dream come true, it's your home. Now, I don't know if that's a KT engine or whatever. I don't really think it is. It could just be art that they found. But yeah, so don't really know. Little agency at the bottom, image made by CC Company. So I think, like I said, they just found some images from this company and used them to create some ads for the game. But nonetheless, we do know houses is going to be coming in TDUSC. Not likely in year 1 though, but year 2, I'm pretty certain we could be seeing houses in TDUSC. It was in my developer interview. They announced it in the post-launch content, but they really have to come hard with houses because I think it's, you know, it's something that the community really wanted to have at launch, and because they decided to not add it in at launch and we just went with the slower tell, it has to be that much of a better system to implement, because we know that housing was tied to progression in TDU2. If they add it now, it won't really be tied into the progression, but it all depends on how you implement it and what could be done with houses now. It could all be speculation, but I'll let you guys let your imagination run with that. Let's take a look at another secret in TDUSC, and my mouse is on the screen. Let me remove that. You know, the more I play around with this map, I like really do wish that they could do something. So I mean, this does look pretty cool. You can't really get like a good angle tilt, especially when you try to go in close, but looking at this map, if they can get this running, it would be a very nice OG style look, right? So anyways, now around the map, you're gonna hear these little ambient noises by restaurants and even laundromats. I'm trying to find a laundromat that works, but when I get there, I'll be able to show you guys, but you can hear it there. But different restaurants, you'll hear different things. I need to find this laundromat. Here's another example. You can hear the music. But where's the laundromat? And I finally found it. Here it is, the laundromat. As you guys can see, there's the little spinny thing. Now, there should be a noise we can hear as well. I know I've heard it before because I'm certain that, you know, like I've driven past and you hear like the, you know the noise that it normally makes. But there it is. And we got I don't even know what that is. Couldn't tell you what that is on the wall. Maybe it's just supposed to be like a 2D object there. But yeah, there's also some nice, like really cool, if you live in Hong Kong Island, there's a lot of like, similar how GTA kind of takes a real life brand and does a switch up to make it look like it, but it's not really that. There's quite a few of these in TDUSC, like the 7-Elevens. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let's take a look at the last little secret that you can change in this game or find out. And that's improved reflections at a very massive FPS hit. There we go. I found the noise, by the way. That's it. Let's get back on track. So these are the updated reflections based on your user config files. Now, very similarly to the whole map change, if you go into your user config settings, scroll all the way down, you'll find this per pixel bounce count, ray trace scale factor, ray count, global illumination, all that you'll find right there. Dynamic probe, octahedron size. These are all basically rendering techniques on reflections, and you can improve it but it comes at a massive frame rate hit because the game's not optimized enough to be able to code that level of frame rate. Now, here you can see the differences between the two. Again, shout out to Scapegoat who provided me this link and pictures. I'll leave this link for you guys to look at yourself in a higher quality than seeing it through my video. But quite obviously, you can see that there's a great deal of improvement in reflections and blurriness in the game overall. From seeing the rim blurring to seeing it like a complete reflection, seeing the shimmering go away, which is a pretty annoying bug, especially on the water. The water in TDU gets it the most. The water can look very nice, but at certain angles, man, it shimmers and the reflections do not do it any justice at all. So they need to fix that. But as you can see, that's just one example. He actually has 4 different examples which we can look at. Here's another example. Again, you can see a difference in the overall quality. On the left is the improved quality. Although 1 is lower than 2, the reason that it works that is going to be better is because it works in a fractional setting. So the higher the number, that actually doesn't mean the better. It actually means the worse the graphics is, because I think it basically halves the ray count. So if you have 2, it works in 1/2, 3, 1/3, so on and so forth. If you have it at 1, it's just basically 1. It doesn't fractionize it. So that is another example. Take a look at another one where now you can see a lot better in the reflections. Take a look at how you can now literally read the reflection on the ground there a lot more easily. And again, we'll take a look at another example that he has here between the two. This is where you're going to see it the most, because the billboards, you can definitely see a difference in how much more easier it is able to read. Unfortunately, all the billboards don't only match, but I think the blurriness and the non-blurriness definitely proves the point of how much reflections are improved. Now, for me, I tried this. I'm on a 4090 graphics card and I got at least sometimes 30, 40, 50 FPS drops. So it goes to show how much more taxing this upgrade is. Would not recommend it. It doesn't really make a difference in my eyes. Like, yes, you can see the difference, but the Kiloton, you know, they just have to improve and optimize the game themselves and fix the graphical bugs that this game has. Because as you saw in this video, it can actually look pretty damn nice, especially at night. But some of the other areas of the game during daytime, direct daylight, they need to kind of, I guess, improve how reflections are done in that sense and optimize the game more, push the rendering further, and hopefully, I'm not expecting that to come anytime soon because, well, rendering and graphics is definitely a longer process compared to anything else because you need to optimize it on top of that. So my deadline for me, year 2, I hope they say, here's a graphical upgrade as well, guys, you know. But that's just my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you want more information, more secrets about the game, let me know. I'll probably have a lot more come season 2 as well. So, especially on the new map on Ibiza. But let me know what you guys think. I'm Alex7. I'll see you guys on the video. I'm out. Peace.